Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And just put something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. Now only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
They'll run the screen. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush. Let it come up the field a little bit. Get it to your running back. Let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, Nick.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Setting up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slipped in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Evans.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Quarterback extends the play. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That was a nice pickup running. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are first and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. And he's knocked down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Pushes for the goal line. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further. And they'll turn it over on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Fires to the tight end. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Backed up in their own end, it's 2nd and inches. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He lets one fly deep. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board. And that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when you decide to run it.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in there.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Looking down the middle. Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Getting some heat. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get by.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Collins. Got a lot of running room. 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback.
Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. New Mexico State offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. The offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, you pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 20, New Mexico State 15.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. New Mexico State lines up quickly. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better to get the completion on third down, setting up 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Aggies! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Makes his connection. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. Ripping through the defense. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Leaves it with the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Wants to throw on third down. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Irish! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield.